I ain't gonna lie.
You got this, Ben.
Hey, hey. You already know we live and direct, and there are plenty of things to discuss. Blurred Wise, hope everything's good in your neck of the woods, because it is in mine, and I hope it is yours. Let's go ahead and chat this good old Blur stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on. Let me just mention a few things just so that we're on the same page. Yes, we do know that as of next month, we are expecting finally the Invincible to premiere. We're expecting to see Captain America Brave New World. Why am I telling you these things? Because I, like a dumbass, forgot to upload the pictures that represent these Jones. So you just gonna have to hear it coming directly from my mouth right now. Fuck it, that's just what's gonna have to happen right now. You know what I'm saying? But one thing that we're really excited about is the fact that there is a new Spider-Man project coming out. I can't say we, I can say me. And yes, we got Black Norman Osborne back, even though he's married to what looks like Scarlett Johansson. And yes, there is some speculation in the hood about who could potentially play him as a live action character. We don't know just yet, but we happy about it, and we're going to discuss that and a whole bunch of other things today. So strap in, let's go ahead and do it. I'm wondering, should I hit him with the traditional or should I hit him with the newbie? Nah, let's go with the newbie. It's the new Blurred Order. Pull on up. That's kind of underwhelming, actually. I didn't really like that too much. I didn't really.
Run it back. Everybody, erase what you just saw. Rewind.
Run it back. Followers, we're gonna run it back real quick, okay?
All right, yeah, let's run that back. All right, hold on. All right, so what we gonna do is we gonna try that one more time. All right, so yeah, man, we gonna go ahead and have a good time with the new Blurred Order this morning. Yes, everybody, you already know what the deal is. Yeah, you in the right place. So let's go ahead and kick it. Go ahead and tell them who it is, Yvette. Let's have a good time talking good old nerd
I
stuff.
love the new Blurred Order. You should too.
Whoa.
Let me get all this 10p Wayne. All the niggas rapping about the same old thing. I've been coming through with the same old game. Ain't shit changed except 9 got a name. Got it out the mud, but we got no stains. Cold ass ninja with a gold ass chain. The girl call me daddy, not my government name. Money on my mind, got them bands on my brain. Let me tell y'all about a nigga I know.
I love the.
Oh, that was better, but then at the end somehow my arm. Today is not starting right. But it's okay. You know what I'm saying? There's something in the air. Maybe it's something in the mist. Maybe it's I have no idea. But we gonna get it together. We gonna get it together. I ain't gonna lie, man. I have a confession to make. Listen for the viewers. Shout out to everybody who's watching right now, live or on the replay. Appreciate you. Stay tuned, tune in, like, comment, everything. We definitely love to hear from you. We hear from you. But if it's cool, I would like to start off by being vulnerable just for a few moments, since we kind of having a shoot the shit therapeutic session. If that's cool. So, have you ever been watching TV and you're watching the show and you maybe fall asleep? And when you wake up, it's a different show on. And you just, because you don't feel like changing the channel, start watching that show. And then you realize, holy shit, what show is this? I love this show. Has that ever happened to either of y'all? Okay. Yeah. Can I tell you a quick story? A somewhat quick story about something that happened to me this week. So I was minding my business, getting caught up because the wife loves to watch this show called Severance, which I'm not a huge fan of. Y'all into Severance?
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm not big on Severance. It's a show, all right. I think it's frankly kind of weird. There's one character in that I love. It's like this big black dude with little lips. He's the same dude from Spiderman. He was in Shang-Chi, but he only makes cameo appearances. So I'm watching that. I fall asleep and I wake up, and this show with Jason Segel and Harrison Ford called Shrinking is on TV. And it's on episode 1. And I start watching it out of laziness because I can't find the remote and I don't feel like going all the way to the TV or whatever. And bro, when I tell you I fell head over heels in love with this show and could not stop watching it, until I watched every single episode. I watched episode 1, and then it gave me the next. I was like, fuck yeah, next. You know what I'm saying? Give me episode 2. I need it right now. I need it. And then it got to the end of the season, and Nolly, I was so sad. And you know what happened? It said, do you want to go on to season 2? And I was like, there's a season 2? There's a season 2? And I lost my shit. I canceled everything I had planned for the day, and I sat and watched that whole entire season, ate butter pecan ice cream like a whole, I almost said like a woman. That would have been chauvinistic. Like a whole person going through a breakup. It could be male or female. And I did not stop. You could not get me to play a video game. I was completely hooked. This is literally possibly the very best show that doesn't have action or doesn't have any kind of superpowers that I may have seen in the last few years. I cannot believe. And I remember, Yaz, you tried to put me on. You tried. To put me on. You did try to put me on, and I did not listen. And I almost all the time I get mad when like streaming services try to force you to watch another show like that comes on afterwards or whatever. But this time it actually worked, and holy shit, that show is the funniest but the most feelingest show. And this is why I said I had to. This is why I said I had something to confess. The shit made me cry. The shit made me cry. The shit made me goddamn cry. I laughed, I cried, I celebrated. I cannot recommend a show more. And I know we're a black podcast. We talk about black shows. There are black people, and the way that it is written, they are constantly including the perspective of the black person. They do not try to whitewash it, and I love it. And that's kind of how Jason Segel, Bill Lawrence, you know, if you ever watched Scrubs, if you ever watched Cougar Town, you know what I'm saying? These are the folks who made this show. It's that same humor. And there's even characters from Scrubs and Cougar Town in this show. And I know we got Spider-Man on here because we got to keep the people who got ADHD from leaving because, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about Spider-Man. But yes, right now I'm talking about this show called Shrinking. And as a dude who's who's cerebral, even the title of the title Shrinking, like for it to kind of have multi levels of the name, like the definition, yes, shrinking. You know, you're a shrink, you're a therapist. Shrink, it's a synonym, but it's also the shrinking of your ego, the shrinking of yourself, the shrinking of your life, the shrinking. It's fucking
depths. Yes. Finally. That's all I gotta say.
It's been so long since I completely drowned in a show and was so into it where I'm like, I feel like I'm walking down the street in the same suburbs as these motherfuckers. And just the humor is just, I laugh out loud so long and so hard and so belly laughs, like constant, like, oh my God, stop. Like I have to pause because I'm laughing so hard. Like I have not been so hooked on a show that did not have any supernatural superpowers, any science fiction, nothing like that in the longest time. And I had to say, sorry, Yaz, that I didn't listen to you before. I even want to apologize to my wife. My wife recommended it to me, and I was like, nah, it ain't for me. You know
I've been sleeping on this shit, and you and Yaz recommended this shit to me, and it has so many levels, so many depths. It's fucking amazing. God. And all I had to do was put my ass down and watch the first episode. Remember what Anthony said? 8 minutes.
Yes, it's
you hooked in the first 8 minutes. Damn, that's got to be a fucking good ass show, and you need to dedicate some time to watch that shit,
bro. All right. Well, Todd's here, but he's late, so we're gonna put him over here in time out. All right. So you're gonna have to sit over here, bro. You're over there on the other side. Nah, you're gonna have to sit over there, bro. We're over here. You have to sit in the kids.
I'm in timeout. I'm in timeout.
Ty with a Y.
First of all, he's not late. Ty's not late.
It's 10:20.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's black time. It shows this time 9:45.
If we're being for real, Ty is always fashionably late, so this ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? Usually he pops in though right when the live hits though, and he's like, "I'm here. What's up?"
But Yeah, he knew. He'd be like, "What we talk about?" Be like the shit that we talked about in the group in advance, like the shit that we was discussing, like the shit we had a meeting about. All right. And yo, don't worry though, Ty. You gonna have some company over there in the late corner because Ant is gonna sit there with you as well, whether or not he on screen or not. We just gonna go ahead and put him over there because we love Anthony. We want to keep him on the screen, even if it's his logo. Y'all make sure y'all pull up on the movie blog, bro. The ball is live and them videos is still popping. So pull on up. There's one scheduled for this upcoming Monday. What we was just talking about, Ty. If you can hear me, can you? Hello.
Did you say something? Did you say something?
We was talking about shows that we had stumbled upon that we didn't expect to be so good.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear me through the Instagram video?
No, I don't have any jelly you could borrow. No.
But yo, all right. So what we was talking, I was telling Nolly and Yaz that I fell asleep watching Severance, and when I woke up, the show called Shrinking was on Apple TV, which again, shout out to Apple TV, best TV productions, hands down, of all streaming services. It's not even close. Even the comedies had that same high quality level. So I'm talking to Ty right now. I got to talk over the Great Wall of Instagram. So I was telling them like, yo, I had liked the show so much that I just had to stop everything I was doing and binge watch all 22 episodes of the show. And it's just that good, bro. I'm a Jason Segel fan. The dude, the show is so cerebral. So it's not really that related to the stuff that we talk about, but I just thought that was interesting because the show made me laugh. I may have teared up a little bit. Now I didn't boo-hoo cry like, but it was just like I could feel it. You know, I was like, oh no, you don't, no, you don't, no, you don't, no, you don't.
Right.
Oh my god, no, you don't. You know what I'm saying? And like the tears, like because it's emotional. It's really good. It's really good. All right, I think I got that out. Okay, my bad. So we will continue discussing some of the things we was going to talk before. Before we do that, what's good, Ty? You all right, bro?
Yeah, I'm solid, man. I'm sorry. I
beg your pardon?
Yeah. I said the Eagles will win tomorrow. Yeah. So,
oh my God, we don't cross streams, bro. don't cross the streams.
I'm sorry, I can't make that out. You agree? That's what you say. You agree?
I say this is the new blurred order. There are no Eagles here. All right, we can talk about that stuff other times. These folks don't know what an eagle is, man. They don't. This is not a sports cast. We damn sports.
I know.
You know what
I know that part of sports football. I know that much. I know who the Eagles are. I know that growing up in New York, it was problems when the Eagles was playing. I know who they is.
Oh well, okay. I'd rather not open up that box because we gonna I would start talking about that and then I lose focus on this. So I'd rather us not. You know what I'm saying? But what we did do was we talked about our plan, and here's what I'd like to do today. If you're okay with it, I think we could go ahead and let Ty come on. I don't know. Nah, you stay over there for a little bit. So today I wanted to talk about we wanted to talk about some of the stuff that we talked about in the group, such as this Spider-Man show, which is going to be releasing next month, in addition to finally Invincible being released and them giving us an itinerary showing us about the 8 episodes. I think that's because they saw the comment section and people was like, why does Invincible have a midway point and it's only got 8 episodes and we don't ever really know, because we didn't really discuss the last season of Invincible. So that's another thing.
Rightfully so, because we didn't even know that the last season of Invincible ended. It was right. So it was like the way they did it. It was like, oh, I guess we'll get another episode in a couple of weeks. And to our, to our surprise, we was like, nah, we don't even have another season ready for y'all.
Why are they doing that though? Like, what is the thought process behind that? We need to contact somebody who writes about that and find out why they do that to us. That's number 2. But the one thing that I was interested in, since we are talking February releases, is how we do have this Spider-Man project. And it does, in addition to the freshman years, it still has this Norman Osborne that we all discussed, that we all know is a black man, you know what I'm saying? And we happy about that, you know what I'm saying? But it's been brought to our attention that if indeed there is a Spider-Man project that moves forward from the Norman Osborn that we had from the Topher years, and even from Amazing Spider-Man, that we could get recast as Norman Osborn to fit this criterion. And that has been right now speculated as potentially being Giancarlo. I just was curious as to whether or not we like that idea or not, or no comments. Anybody?
You mean like in the MCU?
Yes, in the MCU. Mm-hmm.
I don't think that would be possible because he's playing someone in Captain America.
Yeah,
but
Isn't
the
he like on the
multiverse.
villain- Isn't he on the villain side though?
Yes, I think.
Don't give me that lazy multiverse shit.
Multiverse.
it is.
RDJ is
quite-
Iron Man.
It's getting quite lazy.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look. All right, so I guess the answer is no. That's what
I
it
would
sounds
much.
like.
I'm getting kind of. I'm definitely exhausted with the whole recyclable actors. There's too many actors, young upstarts, young up and comings. You know, even significant experienced actors that could play any role in the MCU. I mean, it's getting very, very exhausted. Like I'm getting exhausted to the point of like I'm ready to switch sides and maybe go over to DC and see what they talking about.
Whoa.
Yeah, man. It's getting that way, man. Because,
I said the same thing to someone this morning.
yeah.
So, why y'all? I mean, y'all know y'all don't necessarily have to have alliances. You know, you don't have to have
no, we most certainly do.
Do you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Like you gotta
This is
understand
a war.
something. You gotta
not
understand
Switzerland.
something. Yeah. You gotta. I feel like DC is leading the rebellion at this point. You know, like the people in power have been Marvel for so long, and now I'm rooting for the little guy. Now at this point, I'm down with the underdogs, and DC. I'm telling you right now, if Lantern Corps is half as good as I think it might be, yeah, man, it's full on switch. I'm telling you right now, save me a seat on the bus because I'm jumping on the bed. Yeah, absolutely. Because I think for me, DC feels like the hungrier of the two, and anytime you're hungry, you put forth a maximum effort, and I just feel like DC is in that phase of putting forth the maximum effort and us getting the product, whatever that is. So yeah, I'm totally 100% ready to jump on that bandwagon if Lantern Corps is as good as I think it may be. Yeah, especially when I start hearing you talk about stuff like this, like Giancarlo might play his second role as a villain in the MCU. Giancarlo, as much as I love you, brother, sit your ass down for a little bit. No, that's not. It's no shade. I'm just saying, relax. DC has a role fit for you. That's all I'm saying.
Well, in his defense, it's not him that is out there speculating about the role. It's him being fan casted. So I don't want to put it out there as if this is breaking news. This isn't something that's definitely happening. It's just kind of like the internet talking and saying, hey, would make sense, if we kind of like, throw this dude in there. But, it's also the whole, I want to put somebody familiar into the role, you know what I'm saying, that we kind of got to deal with. But
don't get me wrong, the resemblance between the two is uncanny. I mean, those two side by side looked identical. So, I mean, it's not an unfair, assertion that he could be the one for that. I'm just saying, like, let's look into that pool of actors and dig a little bit deeper than the surface. Let's stop just picking the ones off the top, guys. Like there's some people out there that could definitely do. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you who I believe it or not, the guy who played in Mufasa. Well, he didn't play; he voice acted. Was it
Aaron, if you say Aaron Pierre, I'm
no.
removing
Why would I say Aaron Pierre? No,
because he played Mufasa, didn't he?
No, I know who Aaron Pierre. I didn't say played Mufasa. I said played in Mufasa. I know who Aaron Pierre is.
Okay, my bad.
I think he played young Scar. I want to say he played. Huh?
Did you see it?
Yeah.
How was
what I mean is he voice acted. The other young black gentleman that was on there, he could also play Norman Osborn if it comes down to resemblance.
All right. But are we in agreement that we want a live action black Norman with the raves, with the Stay So Fro spray, with the activator, with the whole ocean on his head? We want to see him wake up with the do-rag and the wave cap on. Are we in agreement that we do want a live action? At bare minimum, if we're not agreeing on Giancarlo, do we at least want to see a live action chocolate Norman Osborn? What say we? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Nope. Okay. Two of us.
I want a black. Everybody black all the time.
Thank you.
Everybody black. All right. Hey, it's group thanks. Yaz, you voted out whatever you think. It don't matter. Now, obviously, Yaz want to see it too. We ain't gonna sit there and put it down that road. Let's see what the comment section is saying, man. Let's go ahead and go.
Thank you, Harmony. Kelvin Harris.
What's up, man? Come on, Woodrow is get your boy. Get your boy. Yes, get your boy. Get your boy.
In this social climate, let's
boy. Okay, I mean,
but yeah, his name's Kelvin. His name's Kelvin Harris.
Yo, hold on now.
Yeah,
good point brought up here. Jason Momoa is now Lobo, and he was Aquaman. And you say you about to switch sides, but they doing the same exact thing we were talking about.
Unfair. That's unfair.
How is that different?
No, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why though. Jason Momoa was under the old regime.
Right.
I'm just putting it out there. He was under the old regime. They got rid of everybody from the old regime. He just had a project that was still under construction before they could get rid of the old regime. So they finished the project that he had during the old regime, and then they said, okay, all that over there is dead. So as far as we're concerned, you as Aquaman never existed in this new regime. So somebody over there said, whoever decided to cast him as Aquaman, I think they made a mistake. He really should have been Lobo. And somebody over there was like, you know what? You're absolutely fucking right. And that's what they did. They did the right things, which is totally opposite of the old regime. The old regime would do everything in their power to undercut themselves, cut off their legs, do anything to self-sabotage. And the new regime took notes and said, okay, we're not going to do what they did. We're going to do the right shit. And now we get what the hell we should have got in the first place, which is goddamn Lobo, man. And we got the right person.
Yo, everything you just said sounds good, but at the end of the day, it's still the same thing. They're recycling characters the same way they did new regime, old regime, whatever you want to call it. They're still recycling characters. They could have used somebody else for Lobo. They didn't have to use Momoa.
No,
but they did. Old regime,
wrong.
New regime.
No,
but it only counts if it's in the same cinematic universe. It is not the same cinematic universe. That's like how we don't talk about the Hulk movies having any like real effect on the MCU because it's a different cinematic universe. That's like how we don't acknowledge Madam Web. It's a different cinematic universe. It's different.
It's different.
Okay, so with that mentality, Nolly, then that means that we could take somebody out of the Batman universe that what's my man's name again?
Matt Reeves.
Matt Reeves has, and put him in the DCU, and it shouldn't impact him at all. So we could literally have Joaquin Phoenix playing a character in the Justice League. As far as we're concerned, is that what we're hearing right now?
Well, Joaquin Phoenix isn't part of the Matt Reeves universe, is he?
Yeah.
No. The Joker is in Elseworld. Yeah, Joker's in Elseworld. It's set aside from all projects. The only reason we think Yeah, so there, it's no ties to nothing. So Joaquin Phoenix could be somebody.
Who's gonna watch that?
I mean, shit.
Well,
does it matter?
Well, that's fair. Yes. And to answer your question, yes, Joaquin Phoenix is a free agent. He could do anything he wants to do. But to Nolly's point, because I don't know how much clearer she can make it, these are two totally different cinematic universes. One was the DCEU, which no longer exists, and now we have the DCU. So anything that the DCU decides to do is new and not of the same thing that the DCEU did. So yes, they could take what's the director of what's the guy that James Gunn. If James Gunn decides that he wants to bring back Henry Cavill and which I doubt he will, but but if he wanted to bring back Henry Cavill and make him something else within the DCU, he has complete control to do that. He does not have to be Superman anymore.
I see.
Which is already the case anyway, because they have their own Superman. So
yeah, and I'm still eager to see how they try to pull that off, because it doesn't seem like folks are really that excited now that he's no longer there anymore. I mean, we all love Henry Cavill. We know what Henry Cavill does for the culture. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and when I say culture, I'm speaking about nerddom. I ain't talking about the real culture. You feel what I'm saying?
But you should be talking about real culture, because Henry Cavill does something for real culture too. That
does
dude,
he?
Yes, absolutely, man. Anytime you have an individual who is as gung-ho about representation,
yes,
because it's not about black representation, it's about nerd representation. He goes out of his way to do projects and make sure that they are done correctly. And if they're not done correctly, guess what? He jumps off board. He's like, I'm not even messing with that, because y'all ain't walking the right way. So yes, anytime you have somebody who represents us out there and is like, yo, that's not how they do it in the comic books. That's not how it was written in the book. That's not what happened. Oh, no. Anytime you got somebody like him that's vocal, because you don't have a lot of actors that do that. You don't have a lot of actors that are like willing to put their jobs on the line to criticize the writers or the directors or whoever, to be like, yo, that's not what I signed up for. I signed up for real. Yeah, bro. Yes, he is definitely for the real culture. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I guess I was when I said the real culture, I meant black culture.
I meant nerd culture.
I knew what you meant, Vince. I knew what you meant.
Yeah, we know.
So,
I knew what you meant.
Okay, so just to be clear, has Henry Cavill, to our knowledge, because I want to know and give him his flowers, if so, has he contributed in any way to black culture? And this isn't shade to say to like give him a purity test, but it sounded like you had some tidbits that I maybe wasn't aware of, or were you just saying that nerd culture he's prominent in?
Well, that I was saying nerd culture. I think I was
okay.
Right,
my bad.
I think I started with that. I said not black culture because it's not black.
all right. Well, that's fine.
Unless I check.
But we still love him. We still love him. Go ahead, yes.
Like Harmony said, he appreciates the source material.
Yes. Yeah. We like anybody who is going to be like, nah, we walking off set if you're not going to give me the right script for The Witcher. We like superheroes that can bench press 400, but also can take apart and rebuild a computer. Yes, we fucks with you hard, Mr. Henry Cavill. That's why I'm interested in you guys' opinion on whether or not you think that this dude should end up being Omni-Man. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yo, I cannot unsee it.
Do we see Henry Cavill?
Stop.
As Omni-Man?
Stop. 100%. Oh my gosh. I mean, 100%. I can't do the stash, but everything else.
I cannot unsee it.
I can't unsee it either. Why did you do that to me? Oh my gosh.
That is 100% Omni-Man.
I mean, all in favor say aye.
Bruh, put the tights on and everything.
All right, calm down. Don't slide out your seat. You know what I'm saying?
You put it in my brain. It's not my fault.
Yo, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Not only does he look like him, but he's almost built like him. You know what I mean?
My point.
A seamless casting. The one thing that I don't even think would be a hindrance is that J.K. Simmons does such a good job with Omni-Man's
voice.
You know what I'm saying? It would suck to lose the voice, but we get it, right? I mean, it's the same thing with Allison Seeley Smith, and the same thing with Storm. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily being. Excuse me, I said Storm. Who was the white lawyer who voiced what's the name in the show? But then they took Ashley Eckstein, whatever her name is. What's the role that she played again? It was the because Yvette Nicole Brown was talking about how, man, you know what, man, I gotta stop smoking, man.
Your train of thought is it's very broken. We're not.
You know what I'm talking about.
Don't blame your loss of memory on medicinals. How dare you?
Ashley X. What did she play? She played it was the role, and then they switched the role.
Like we all know he got ADHD. You don't be admitted.
Yeah. It's
not the medicinals. It's the ADHD.
Well, anyway. Conversation help me out, man. I know y'all know. Well, what's up, chat? It's Ashley Eckstein or something. She played a role, and then they ended up casting her live action role to somebody else because she wasn't young enough. Oh no, see, I cannot.
It's not even that serious, Vince. I get your point. Like the point you're making is that even though J.K. Rowling does such a
she was supposed to be she was Ahsoka Tano.
J.K. Rowling, but
Ahsoka Tano.
He does such a good job. Seeing Henry Cavill play him. I didn't say J.K. Rowling, right?
You said J.K. Rowling. That's
yeah, like that. But I think Henry Cavill is the exception to the rule, right? Because if I'm being perfectly honest, there's not many roles that he's played that he hasn't crushed. Like, I mean, like there you probably can go down the list of his old stuff and maybe find something and you'd be like, critique it. But everything I've seen him in, like, he's been really good. He's good. He's played a spy. He's played action heroes. He's played comic book stuff. So he really has a way of taking whatever reference material there is out there and absorbing it. And I think that with Omni-Man, all he's going to do is immerse himself, if he has not already, because this dude is already, like I said, a nerd in essence. If he would immerse himself in the material and he would literally become Omni-Man. So whatever voices, whatever introductions you got to him with the animated version, I think his performance would kind of supersede that.
I think, I tend to agree with you. I tend to agree that Henry Cavill, his presence on the set of a live action Omni-Man would trump anything in advance of that. I tend to agree with you. It looks like a perfect casting. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I see it. Yeah.
Chat, what y'all feel? Y'all feeling this casting? I don't know, man. I can't see anybody. If anybody has something, why how did I end up in timeout? What the fuck is going on? Hold on, man. Nah, bro. I was here on time. If anybody has anything against this, speak now or hold your peace. But I can't, like Ty said, I'm gonna use your exact words. I cannot unsee this. Like at this point, with this floating on the internet, like I can't even see anybody else playing that dude. Like if they try. Yeah. So, man, wow. The question is, do we want a movie or do we want a live action series?
Oh, no, absolutely want a movie. Absolutely.
You want a movie?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why though. I'm gonna give you exactly why. Because of the way that they've done the animated series, in which it feels as though they want to do it right, but it also feels like they're not totally like they don't have it totally together. You know what I'm saying? Because, and the reason I say that is when they stopped season one, and we were like, all right, when's season 2? There was no season 2 in like that. Like we didn't know, we didn't have any. They was like, oh, we don't know. Y'all just gonna have to wait. And we waited 2 years, I want to say, before season 2 came out.
They got drugged. To their credit, they did get drugged. Like everybody let them know about themselves. They were like,
no. Okay, and that's fine. I'm getting to that. I'm glad you mentioned that, because then season 2 came out, and then we watched it, and in the middle of us watching it, they decided, oh, we're gonna do this as a 2-part, 4-series thing, and now we're gonna make you wait another 6 months or however long it was. I don't even remember exactly how long it was before the other 4 parts came out. And then the 4 parts came out, and we were thinking the way they had it planned, we're thinking, oh, we're getting an extended series, like because they ended it so abruptly. It was like, all right, so maybe they're doing the mid-season thing again. We wait another 6 months, and nothing happens.
Nothing.
We're like, all right, so when is the next season of Invincible? No news.
Oh no! They dropped the Eve, that one episode of Adam Eve in that time period.
Well, it wasn't one episode, was it?
It was one episode. It's one fucking episode of Adam Eve, and it was like her.
It was a movie, right? It was more like it was.
No, it was a fucking episode.
It was a movie. No, it was a movie. It was a movie.
Okay. It was.
Yes. Yeah. It was a movie. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was supposed to represent some sort of movie, and it was phenomenal. And I love Adam Eve.
It was really, really great. But I mean, it took so long though in between, and we were like kind of getting, and like now it's like, oh well, it's been another year and a half since we had anything Invincible wise, and I mean, it's not fresh on the docket anymore. You know what I'm saying? We were so geeked for this show because of like the mannerisms, the characters, their, you know what I'm saying, how they interacted, the difference of like. Just the intergalactic, you know what I'm saying? Like the alien, Alan the alien, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was the little fucking characters that they would just throw in there, you know what I'm saying? That you were like, yo, what the I love that guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this show had so much depth to it, and they just left us kind of cliffhangered for so long. Are we going to be as hyped for it when it comes out in like what, 2 weeks?
It comes out in 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Yeah, it comes out February 6th. February 6th is the release date, and here's the thing, like, I believe that the public is definitely letting them know how they feel with regard to them doing whatever it is that they did last time. Here's what it's showing online real quick, if this makes any sense. So it looks like the full schedule is being released, okay? Which to me feels new. Did they do that before? I don't remember them releasing the full schedule.
No.
All right?
No, they've never done that. They've never done that.
And that to me says they may be listening. All right. Number 2, let's just if it's cool, let me just bring y'all into the realm of their comment section. So let's look at what the folks were saying when this was dropped a few 6 days ago. I still haven't finished season 2. I'm like, okay, but who cares? I haven't watched since second season was announced. The work get back to okay, but 6 weeks. Then it's gone for 2 years. Yes. I'm just glad they're not splitting this into 2 parts like last season. Yes. Blue Suit Mark is a beast. Hell yes. They're going to leave us on a devious cliffhanger episode 3. Watch. You know what I'm saying? Nah, what the fuck happened to the 30-minute episodes, 23 episodes a season? Like, these are not happy comments is my point. You know what I'm saying? I do wish they gave us more than 8 episodes a season. All right, well, that's fairly general. But the point is, like, I feel like they're sounding off. Like, the public is like, look, bro, y'all cannot do this little abbreviated season and then tell us, oh, we're gonna get 3 episodes, and then all of a sudden, halfway through an 8-season series, you're taking a break for like 3 months. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know what's going on with the show. And then you have the rest of the episodes, and we don't even realize the end. Like at the very last, let me ask y'all this. The very last episode, did y'all realize that it was the very last episode?
No,
because I didn't.
No, the way they set it up was not end of a season episode. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the way they left it wasn't either. It was like, oh, you're about to get another episode, but not yet.
It just felt so unfinished. You know what I'm saying? And I really wish that hadn't happened. Because I think that they've tarnished the thing. And now I somewhat think that it might even be a little bit of a mistake for them to drop 3 episodes off rip. Like, perhaps they should let that shit fizzle a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all. Not at all. I think that might be the only thing that kind of makes me a little bit more comfortable is when you give us 3 episodes, right? If you give us 3 episodes off the top, and then you give us, say, an episode per week, and then you decide in the middle of that to take a little break or whatever, and then come back, we're used to it at this point.
Right.
I think your initial question was, did we want a live action movie or live action series. And to that point, I think a live action movie is more feasible because people are not going to. I think with the movie, it forces you to get your shit together right then. Like, you know, with a series, you still have that ability to do the same thing that you did with the animated series, where you could be like, if you get it on Netflix or you get it on Prime Video or whatever the case may be, you could easily go, we'll give you 3 episodes and then we'll take a mid-season thing and then we'll give you 3 more and then maybe we'll give you 2. You know, like, I don't want that. I want a movie that forces y'all. I'll even let you do it 3 hours if you want to, but make sure you got your shit together when you drop it. And I think with the fact that this is all coming from source material, this is not something that someone has to creatively imagine. This is everything is already set. So all you got to do is just go ahead and transition it from the source material into the actual film. So I think that 100% at this point, make a live action movie starring Henry Cavill as Omni-Man.
Do we cast Steven Yeun as Invincible?
Why not? I mean, he's not young enough.
Isn't he on cancel? Isn't he on cancel watch, Nali?
Is he?
Did he say some crazy stuff on a podcast or something? Like last time we brought him up, like it felt like no, Steven Yeun's still in the clear. Okay, just making sure. I don't watch as much internet as I used to.
He defended the director of a movie. He defended the director of a movie who had done some insane shit. But he himself has not done insane shit.
Okay, so he's in the clear.
I think I would crash out if he had.
Yeah. Oh, for real? Because we still like Glenn, right? We love Glenn.
We love Glenn.
Yeah, I love him.
We want Glenn.
Yeah.
So
Steven
Yeun,
cry during my biannual rewatch every time.
Biannual are you a trauma watcher, Nolly? Why would you relive that scene?
Okay,
I would never watch.
All right. So let me break down how having autism and ADHD work.
Let's go.
I do not always have the brain bandwidth to watch something new.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
But I'm also someone who loves information and theories. So ask me how many times I've rewatched the entire show ER since it was on air and ended. I watch ER every year in its entirety. Okay.
With George Clooney?
Yes. Yes. And adding on to it, one of my rewatches is The Walking Dead. And every time I rewatch, I catch some shit. And then I'll be like, look at all these plot holes. What happened to so-and-so? Here's my theory. And I have a friend who also has theories about shit. So we'll talk about it all the time. But The Walking Dead is definitely one of my trauma / hyperfixation rewatches that I watch at least either once or twice a year, depending on how much free time I have. But I will absolutely rewatch.
Do you okay? Thanks for educating us on the neuro. But does that require you to also watch the most traumatic scenes, like people being beat in? Oh my God!
and it hurts every time because it's funny because the other day I rewatched Beth's death. And I was like,
no,
didn't need to happen, man. That shit makes me mad every time. It makes me mad like the first time I saw it. Like, what? Didn't need to happen.
I feel so sad right now because I didn't watch the whole. I ain't gonna lie. I did laugh when Negan was like, man, look at your eye, man. It's all hanging out and shit.
Every time.
He's like, oh, that shit's nasty, man. Look at your eye. It's hanging all out your head and shit. Boom. Come here, Lucille. Boom. Boom. So, yeah, but wow, I could never. Neurodivergence. Thank you, Darth. My apologies. I'm off today. I couldn't even remember Ashley Eckstein was the Sokotano. So that sucks, Nali. But before we move off, could you share with us, A, some of the things that you've learned since you've rewatched, and B, Do you have any guests coming on that may also delve into some of the things that could help in these neuroatypical situations?
So in my rewatches, I've literally had with my friend like drawn maps of like the areas that they've been to and like followed their journey and been like, now in all this time they only made it this far, or in all this time they only went over there, but what's happening over here now? Remember when the bombs dropped? And I know that was Fear Walking Dead, but it carries over into the timeline. So how does that affect that? Where in the timeline are we in The Walking Dead in comparison to Fear the Walking Dead? Like, I will literally do this for hours. My Reddit searches and my history searches are disgusting. Please do not judge me. This is a safe space.
It is. It 100% is. Okay. All right. So now that you have rewatched, go ahead. Sorry.
Yes. And also next week we will have my friend Jeff on. And Jeff, even though he's not melanated, although I can't really say much about being melanated, thanks, Mom.
You can.
Even though he's not one of us, he started a nonprofit called Mental Health Awareness and Cosplay, and they kind of, go into how cosplay kind of helps deal with these things, or like how it could be like a good out for people who struggle with mental health issues, and then how to, like sometimes cosplay can be frustrating. Here, how you can address these things in a healthy way so you're not letting things kind of bring you down. And so he just got the approval to make it it's an official licensed nonprofit now. And so now they're just trying to grow, and they want to add more perspectives to it. And obviously, because he is Caucasian, he would love to have the opportunity to kind of sit with us and kind of get our perspective as people of color who cosplay. Because honestly, when you look at cosplaying, sometimes it gets kind of toxic for people of color, because there are always people who are like, oh, so-and-so is not Black. My brother in Christ, it's a cartoon. He's a cartoon, a fictional character with horns from his forehead. It does not fucking matter. And yet here we are. So Jeff will be on next week.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man. So we gonna talk this young Caucasian man about mental health, and I cannot wait. And I cosplay a lot too. In fact, MegaCon's coming up, and
okay. So on that note, listen to what you just said. MegaCon weekend is February 6th through 9th. They're dropping Invincible 3 episodes February 6th. Do you understand that shit won't get watched because we will be at MegaConning it up all weekend long? So the ratings are not going to be fucking good, because everyone who would be watching that show is going to be fucking dressing up and hanging out on iDrive and having a fucking great time. So
you're right.
Well, I would assume that most of the world doesn't live in Orlando. And they probably will be just fine. What's up, Ty?
And I was just going to say, to Yaz's point, that's why they dropping 3 episodes. I mean, you could binge it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you at any given time when you get a break from conning and everything, because 24 hours a day. You know what I'm saying?
You don't be watching TV. You're like, I'm gonna go fucking just, to get up to do it again. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole vibe. Like it's like going to the parks. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna go home to watch TV. You're gonna go home to fucking rest. You can get the fuck back up and in the action again.
Yeah.
It's cool that it drops. I bet you, Yaz, if we go like we usually do, we'll probably see a whole lot of Omni-Men. I'm wondering if we'll see. I think maybe I should dress up like old boy with the big brain.
Stop! Oh my gosh! Really? Okay.
Nah, actually, I've already picked up my cosplay, and for the first time, I can tell you in advance. I won't tell you what it is or who it is, but I can tell you what type of cosplay. And this will be my first year in all my years of cosplaying, 10 plus, where I will be dressing up as an anime character. So
we need to try to get Sterling K. Brown too, because that's the voice of that big head is Sterling K. Brown, man. And he's up there as far as Black actors. He's one of the best Black actors out there. And Sterling K. Brown definitely deserves an opportunity to be in the MCU, DCU, any of these opportunities to play a character or a hero, villain, whatever the case may be.
let's not forget that Sterling K. Brown is Killmonger's dad. All right, and that he's T'Challa's uncle.
He did.
So he has played a role in the MCU a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I think that role was so small that it's not like we can't recast him.
Remember, Gemma Chan was in Captain Marvel, and then she was one of the leads in Eternals.
Exactly. Yeah, and I mean, that's not the only time we've seen that. Let's not talk about Chris Evans. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, the role switch thing is real. You know what I mean? But I originally, because when Omar was on, he expressed that his Green Lantern would have been Sterling K. Brown, and I couldn't unsee it at that point. But he's been usurped, and frankly, deservedly so. Maybe a guy with green eyes should play Green Lantern. But as far as some new characters coming up, and damn, Ty, you look super bored right now for some reason. I don't think I've ever seen you. I don't think I've ever seen John like you like damn near look like you not about to fall asleep. Here's some other characters that you already said that y'all was cool with Stephen Yeun playing the role of Mr. Invincible himself. But here's some new characters that we have to look forward to this upcoming season of Invincible. Looks like Simu Limu.
Simu Limu.
Yeah.
Wait, so he's gonna be Kate?
Well, it looks like a Kate variant or type of character of sorts. You know what I'm saying? Because
they couldn't do like Multi-Ken. You know what I'm saying? Like that would have been better. You know what I mean?
No, multiple,
like multiple, but multiple.
No, I get it. I get the pun. It's just funny, but
they also have recruited some DC characters. So Blue Beetle is going to be featured here as Dropkick Fight Master, Zolo, whatever that means. Old girl that was y'all probably don't remember because I'm the only one who capes for this movie from Fantastic Four. The Kate Mara, also from House of Cards. If you watch that show,
yeah, that was a good movie.
That was the good one.
Yeah, with Michael B. Jordan, and that was a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all agree with me now?
And not just
we
because
did agree. You just
I've always liked
that
one.
Yeah. We talked about this. We talked about this when you were caping for it and you were angry. We were like, it was a good movie. It had good points in it. Just at the time when it came out, because of all the the Fantastic Four shit.
It wasn't timed appropriately.
No, it wasn't, and it didn't help because it was good, but it wasn't great. You know what I'm saying? So like there was you know what I mean. So it fucked with us and our Fantastic Four. So, but it was still a good movie.
So Vince, close your mouth. Number one. number two, it's not that anybody did not like Fantastic Four. Your argument usually is that you feel as though the Doctor Doom that was in that Final Four movie was 100%. The best version of Doctor Doom. So no one's ever denied that the movie was good. It's just that when they haven't. No, nobody's ever. Because listen, we never argued.
Great.
We never. The point is, you never brought up whether or not we liked the movie. Your thing has always been that you feel like Doctor Doom was the best version of Doctor Doom. That's all you've ever brought up. When you bring up this movie, that's what you talk about. You don't say we think the movie was ever. No, it's never been a question. So that's. I think to your surprise, you're like, y'all thought the movie was good. Nobody's ever said that the movie was bad. It was just.
My God.
I think,
my God.
Bro, you could go back and look at all of the videos. Nobody said that the movie was bad. It was just that you said that the Doctor Doom, I think there was disagreement whether or not the Doctor Doom was the best Doctor Doom. And that was where the disagreements came in with people. It was never that the movie was trash.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I just do not recall anybody coming to my defense when I spoke about how the Fantastic Four movie was drugged through the mud by the entire public, mainly because of the race swap with Johnny Storm for Michael B. Jordan, and nobody really gave it a chance. Everybody wrote the movie off, didn't even want to give it an opportunity to flourish, and as a result, nobody went and saw how dope, first of all, that the movie was, and second of all, how dope of a character Dr. Doom was. Do you know that the guy that was the main character in The Servant was Victor Von Doom in that movie, and he played his ass off, and they fucking made him so evil. Like he was exploding people's heads with his mind, walking through the hallway like, oh, you're against me? Boop, boop, boop. And they showed the blood, showed this shit. It was very, 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 very graphic. And it was one of those movies where if you listen to the public, they will tell you how to feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And I refused to let that happen for this particular movie. I went into it expecting to hate it. And when I walked out, I was like, what the fuck was the problem? Michael B. Jordan being black? That was the issue? This movie was fucking good. And so it's just, so when I'm saying that you say nobody argued, I wasn't saying that we in this group maybe said different things, but in general, I have heard nobody, and even, I ain't gonna lie, even in the group, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, it sounds like we changed the tone a bit, but it's cool. I've heard nobody saying, yes, Vince, you're right. That Fantastic Four movie was way better than the credit that it got. Way better than what happened. All I remember is y'all just being like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But hey, I don't remember.
I did agree with you that it was a good movie. It's just unfortunately for the time that they rebooted it and brought it out, it was lackluster for that type of, you know what I'm saying, movie we were going for. I mean, the characters that they chose, they were not bad. Like, you know what I'm saying, for the Fantastic Four crew, they were not bad. And the Doom villain was actually like you said, he portrayed Doom like they should have done it in the first movie. You know what I'm saying? Like it was the perfect Doom, but that movie was good. It wasn't great. And that's why no one's talking about it. Cause it was like, oh, okay, they rebooted it. It was better, but it wasn't anything to like jump out of your fucking seat and go cosplay them. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a good movie to watch to kill some time, like background type movie. That's what that movie is.
Man. Okay. Well, listen, I love a convert. So I welcome y'all to the Fantastic Four reboot fan club. And I got no problem with it, man. I'm loving it. But that's what's going on with Invisible. Well, there's a couple more characters. We'll knock this out real quick, and then I got to get y'all opinion on something else, if that's okay. So we already talked about Kate Mara, and we talked about Zolo. I don't even know who this is, but I guess you all should know. John DiMaggio. He kind of looks like Joe DiMaggio a little bit. I know that's not something we talk about here on this show, but it is what it is. But the main one that I thought was an interesting, and this is a new character for sure. And if you are a fan of Breaking Bad, you might be excited to know that Aaron Paul is joining the cast as well. He's going to be playing a character named Power Flex.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to that. Aaron Paul, man, that dude, that Breaking Bad character.
Jesse.
Only problem is it's hard to see him as anything else now. But he was in something else recently, right? There was something he played in
a few things like since Breaking Bad. I mean, he's definitely played a parts in other stuff. But yeah, you're 100% correct. He's Jesse. He'll always
be Jesse. That's fucking Jesse, dog. with his crack pipe and his fucking girlfriend.
Yeah, that's Jesse. Jesse the meth head. Like this. Jesse.
You can't unsee it. It is Jesse for life. Like that is just who you were branded as, bro. It's like I will never be able to look at Malcolm Jamal Warner and not think, oh,
Theo.
That's Theo. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be Theo all his life. Jazzy Jeff will always be Jazz. Carl, what old boy is always gonna be Carlton, Roberto, whatever his name is. That's just how, you know what I'm saying? Vanessa from Cosby Show. That's just how it is. And just like we just called Stephen Young Glenn, like he's Glenn to me. You know what I'm saying? As far as I know him, that's how it's gonna be. That's so right. Yeah, looking out for that. A couple other projects, but before I announce these, you know what? No, let's just go ahead and go through them real quick. We were talking about these, so I want to get this out of the way. We talked about Green Lantern, and Green Lantern, there's some news on the way that Sinestro has been casted, and the actor playing Sinestro is actually, who would you say?
Ulrich Thompson.
Yes, Ulrich Thompson, of who I will show you a picture of in just a moment. We don't even got to talk about it. I just wanted to kind of make sure that our audience was informed. So make sure you all remember, if you haven't heard it here, this is where you heard it first. And in addition to that, oh, hold on. Where'd it go? Upload, idiot. All right, here it is. So in addition to that, there's a couple other projects that are on the docket. My man, what's the little guy from? Oh shoot, I shouldn't have said that. What's Tyrion's real name again?
Oh, hold on. That's my man. That's my man.
All right. Well, as soon as you figure it out, we know that he's going to be starring in this upcoming reboot of the Toxic Avenger. I think it's Henry Dinklage. Is that what it is? Henry Dinklage.
Yeah, Dinklage.
That sounds right. Henry Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage. Yes.
All right.
Thank
So he's going to be pulling up in that. And okay, I don't know what happened to the other projects, but they're not there. So that happened. But I was curious about you guys' opinion about something that recently was brought up online, something kind of old that was rehashed from somebody that we, I think, have discussed as a potential fan cast for a character. And I was interested in your opinion on this real quick, not to spend too much time on it. But for those of y'all who are fans of a show called Snowfall, Damon Idris, I believe, we learned that he was casted or was at least selected for a couple roles, but he decided, nah, that's not my jam. And he let it be known with this post right here. Let me go ahead and put us out the way. So it says, Damson Idris with a response that appears sarcastic after a social media user mentioned reports of him turning down the role of Black Panther. All right. So the tweet says, Damson Idris reportedly turned down the role of Black Panther. He would have been perfect for it too. Oh well. And he responded, this is for those who are listening. Yes, sir. I turned down 007, a co-lead film with Daniel Day-Lewis, and an Eddie Murphy biopic as well, which I don't know why he would be casted as Eddie Murphy other than his looks, perhaps. But are we missing out on a potential really dope 007 because Damson Idris doesn't want to be an action hero?
Yeah, I think he would have. He's British, number one. So that probably would have played well for. I mean, they've been clamoring for a Black 007 for a while now.
I'd watch that.
Idris Elba was his name was out there. It's kind of crazy that it's Damson Idris and Idris Elba that have been casted as names have been thrown out there for 007. I don't know why he would turn down the role of 007 because it seems like if you become 007, it's not one project. It's gonna be multiple projects as 007. Daniel Day-Lewis, what was the guy? Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig was 007 for years and years and years. And then he, got killed in the last 007. Supposedly.
Oh my God! Did that happen? Fuck! Spoiler alert!
The movie's been out for a long time.
The movie's been out for a while.
Spoiler alert!
Wait a minute! Not for real? Did that happen?
That happened, bro.
What was the last one? It was
I don't remember the last one, but he's dead.
Smoking a bond pack.
He okay, but go check it out. It was pretty good. Anyway, spoiler alert, right? It's only been years since that movie's been out. But anyway,
man, that dropped on me like, damn, I gotta do the volume right.
It's just interesting. It's just interesting to see someone like Damson Idris that would, because what I read out of that whole comment is when he said, yes, I turned down 007, that almost sounds like he's like, yeah, turn that shit down. Like, how dare them? Like,
it does sound like
that feels like that coming out. Now, granted, I could be asserting my own opinion in that, but it does feel a little bit like that. But what I did read in that comment is that he did not say that he turned down Black Panther. He did not say
yes, he did.
No.
Yes, it does.
No, yes. He said, yes, sir. He said, yes, sir. I did turn down 007. And I also, can you keep saying no, but I'm trying to tell you what I just read. It said, yes, sir. I turned down 007, a co-lead film with Daniel Day-Lewis and Eddie Murphy biopic 2. He did not say I turned down Black Panther, bro. I mean, like,
you're reading
that was Ben Rad.
Let me read this to you the way that you're reading it like this. You're reading, yes, sir, I turned down, hold on, let me put it up here. Yes, sir, I turned down 007, a co-lead film with Daniel Day-Lewis and Eddie Murphy biopic 2. But what I'm reading it as is, reportedly, Damson Idris turned down the role of Black Panther. Yes, sir. Period. I turned down 007, a co-lead film with Daniel Day-Lewis and an Eddie Murphy biopic 2. So it's more confirmation that you're correct. And in addition to that, I also turned down these other roles. So punctuation.
So I think maybe like when you sign for like roles that are going to be like years out, I think that could have maybe been why he didn't want to, because it would stop him from doing other roles that he would actually be interested in doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's with Hollywood, when you sign up for certain things, you opt out of other things because, you know what I'm saying? Because of like the studios and stuff like that. So, I mean, that could maybe be why he did that. And Marvel's not looking the greatest right now. So, I mean, for him trying to be on the up and up and, you know what I'm saying, to reprise the role of Black Panther after, Chadwick Boseman, that's kind of a hard role for you to try and take over. You know what I'm saying? He probably didn't want that much stress and pressure. I mean, the Bond, that being that it's Bond, it's going to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't have an end to it. And now that they want to change the whole character, you know what I'm saying, from the character that just died to a whole new character, that's going to, you see what I'm saying? Like that's going to lead into a lot of different projects for him that he probably didn't want to get tied up in.
Go ahead.
Apparently he was being sarcastic, as in like, why would I turn that down?
Yeah, well, the thing is, do we know? I mean, I would like to, maybe this is a good time to holler at Tyrone, because I know his mama British, but is that like a British thing? Like, because I can't detect sarcasm as well in text form. I need to hear the tone of voice.
Either. I had to look through the thread and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So so he's basically, it sounds like he's trying to place this off, according to what I'm reading from Ant and Antoine and a couple others in the comment section. He's basically saying like, I turned down the role of Black Panther, and I also turned down the and also turned down too.
Because if it was a time constraint thing, he wouldn't have signed up to do Children of Blood and Bone, because that's a book series, so it would be multiple projects.
And more importantly, had he done 007 or Black Panther, those would have been the biggest roles he's ever done in his career. And these would have been those type of roles. 007 primarily is a life-changing, for an actor, that is a life-changing role. 007 has been held by Sean Connery, Daniel Craig, what's my man? Pierce Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan. Yo,
John
all
Connery,
of those. And by the way, I think is Daniel Craig British? I think he is. But I'm not sure.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
He's like the most British person in the world.
It was just a question. I don't know if the man is British. I'm just assuming. But anyway, so all of those men were British. So, and again, there has been clamoring behind having a Black 007 for years, at least 15 years. That's been the clamors have come. The closest they came to a 007, Black 007, was the Black female lead, which was played. Thank you. And I don't know her name exactly. Lashana Lynch. She played in it, and she was great. She was great for the amount of time that she was in it. But I think for any actor coming up or trying to come up, because Damson Idris is a good actor. Snowfall was phenomenal. If you haven't watched it, please go watch it. It's phenomenal. And he kills his role. But I think anybody who's trying to come up or on the come up, a 007 role is that trampoline that catapults you to a level of stardom that you've never seen before. So as much as we love Damson Idris, he becomes a household name if he becomes 007. Literally overnight, just like that. You now are now a part of a list of Hollywood fame with the names that I said, as far as the old the Sean Connerys, the Daniel Craigs, the Pierce Brosnans, the original 007. I can't even think of his name right now, but that it's, come on, man. So that like any of these roles, Black Panther, even the Eddie Murphy biopic. I mean, come on, we talking about Eddie Murphy, bro. Like
so do we as a group believe that he's joking here? Is that what the consensus is now, that this was his way of saying, "Oh, get the fuck out of here. I'm not going to turn down the role of Black Panther"? Or we're just going to accept that there's no truth to this, because this doesn't really reveal anything other than the fact that he's low key a bit of a, I don't want to say asshole, but I don't know. This doesn't feel like a tweet that has answered any questions.
I think it's because you only gave us one part of the tweet, and if you have like the full thread and you see the context in which the conversation was going, then that would let you.
Well, this is the entire dialogue right here.
Well, based on what Nolly just told us, she read the thread of the information, so there was definitely more going on than what you had.
Okay, all right. Well, but what I mean by that is that in terms of them two, this guy Ben Rad and Damson Idris, I don't believe that there was a back and forth. I think what Nolly may have seen is more context in the comments or on the internet. But it wasn't them having a conversation online. But either way, it would be nice, Mr. Damson Idris, if you could be a little clear going forward with that. Cool? Oh, yeah. Okay, can we do that? Yeah. Can we not be sarcastic about Eddie Murphy biopics, please? Yeah. Yeah, please. Cheers. Thank you very much. All right, cool. This just in. We've got breaking news. I just saw this, and who knows? Maybe this ain't breaking news, but I'm gonna treat it like it is anyway. So hold on. Here it goes. We officially have a casting for Children of Blood and Bone. I heard you just mentioned it, Nolly, so I figured we could talk about it. So look who is on the list of people that are going to be in Children of Blood and Bone. Nolly, I know this is your thing. Tell me, are you happy, excited? Are you disappointed? Are you underwhelmed? Are you whelmed? Are you not entertained?
I think I am not underwhelmed. I think I am whelmed. I want to see. I need to see stills. For the excitement, I need to see like something. I want to see costume. I want to see a little hint of something, to get me like super excited. I have not completely finished the books. It's been on my bookshelf for a hot minute, but the to be read stack is like taller than me and I'm short. So, but I am excited about it. The books are basically about, a young girl who lives in like a fantasy African kingdom that kind of takes place in Nigeria, and there's magic and stuff. And you know how much we love Black people and magic. We keep saying we need our own like Harry Potter type thing. So this kind of fits in there. I did read that people are a little upset that Amanda Sternberg is in it because she had previously said that she would never be Storm because she's too light skinned, and yet she will be starring in this series that technically takes place in Nigeria. And so people are like, but the colorism, and I'm like, it's also fantasy, so I don't know.
I feel like know. You feel like what?
I don't know. I feel like I personally don't have a seat at the table to discuss colorism, obviously. So I don't want to give like more than my half a cent about it. Just bringing up what other people have said. But also, I do want to point out that the author and I have communicated before. So I'm hoping that once I finish the book, maybe we can get her on.
Agreed. Let me first of all, shout out to you and your open-minded boundaries that you set for yourself in interjecting in spaces that you don't believe. I may disagree, but I hear you. You know what I'm saying? Because I get it. But can we talk about that again? Somebody who said they weren't dark enough for Storm, they're not allowed to act in a movie that's in Africa. I don't know if I completely agree with that because there are light-skinned people in the continent of Africa, specifically a lot of them in South Africa.
I was just about to say, like,
you know what I'm saying? And it was illegal. Noah, Trevor Noah's first, one of his first stand-up comedy specials was called, what is it called? Like, I'm a legal man walking or something like that. Like, it's like it was a crime for him to be in existence because of apartheid. So it's just weird for me to hear somebody tell somebody Black, regardless of their skin tone, that they can't be in a picture in Africa because it's not like all people in Africa look like Manute Bol. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Ty?
it's so funny when we have these conversations because you've actually been to Africa and and when you hear this type of dialogue being happening, it's usually people who've never been to Africa, never seen the continent of Africa outside of a map, and then they just have all these assertions and assumptions that this is what people in Africa look like. And I had a neighbor that was literally from Nigeria, and he was lighter than me, and
Right.
we used to talk about that all the time. And he would tell me, he was like, yo, like when you go to Nigeria, there are people that look all kinds of like there's so much diversity in Nigeria. And I was like, spoke the language, all of that kind of stuff. So so I think
and what's the old boy name? Wimby
Wimbenyama?
Yeah, dude is lighter than Aaron Pierre, but he's straight out of like Niger. He's Nigerian. I think he's Nigerian.
I think he may be Nigerian. Yeah, he may very well be. Yeah. So yeah. But the point is that usually this rhetoric and this stuff that goes on is usually from uneducated, people that lack the knowledge or the wherewithal to understand that people are diverse no matter where you go. Like there's not a set, like everybody in Africa is not charcoal black, and
right.
They don't wear you're taking like a lot of these people make assumptions based on what they see on TV. So
yes,
they see these old school movies where you see Shaka Zulu, or you think everybody's still walking around with spears and spears. They will take the headhunters, all
King.
all of that is propaganda. So when I hate that she feels like that, and I'm talking about Nolly as well, but Steinbeck, she shouldn't have to feel like she can't do a role because of her complexion. Now I understand doing it for certain roles, like
exactly. I was just about to say that
culture. You with the whole Storm thing.
Yeah.
She gets it. So she understands that. But to be like, I'm not gonna take no roles that I'm saying that mean no. That girl need to eat too. She need to make money too. She got bills. I absolutely. I'm curious to know who's the director of this.
Oh, good question. Good question. Let's do a little Googling. Maybe Nolly, if you could. My tabs are running over. Thanks. But while she's looking that up, let me just reiterate this. Africa is not a monolith either. The entire continent of Africa. I mean, I won't say most, but many regions in northern Africa are populated by people that don't look nothing like us. You talk about Moroccans, they look like French Montana. Talk about Egypt, man. Those folks, they consider this the Middle East. So I'm not trying to say that folks need to accept this young lady. I actually am happy that she's conscious enough to be aware of the complexities that are involved in colorism. But completely canceling somebody out from acting in a movie that's in Africa just because they don't fit the complexion, depending on what the role is, I think is a little short-sighted. But I may not know enough. What's up, Nolly?
So the director is Gina Prince Bithwood. She did The Woman King, Love and Basketball, The Secret Life of Bees.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. Hold up, but she's not black though. Didn't she get a lot of slack for directing Woman King? And that being a movie that was like, came from non-melanated roots and whatnot. I don't harbor those feelings all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that all skin folk is kinfolk. You know what I'm saying? And I get how that works. But if she got slack for Woman King,
let me see.
Who got slack for Woman King?
The director and the writer of the movie. She was a white lady. And remember Steph was real upset about how they were portraying.
She is black, but she was an orphan. So the family that adopted her father is white, and her adoptive mother is from El Salvador and is German as well. So she was adopted by white people, but she herself is black. And I think maybe the problem might be like, oh, you weren't raised in the community. What do you know about the culture type of thing? But also, like, if that's the case, I was not raised in the community at all. Like I never knew my father. I didn't know I was Black until I was 13. Like, let's talk about that. When this man showed up on my door and I'm like, what do you mean you're my dad? You're Black, you know? So like things like, and I was raised by a Hispanic family, and you know, I grew up hearing racist comments like, oh my God, they're so dark. Haha, do you see them when the lights turn off? Like things like that. Like I grew up, so everything I know about Black culture is because of my adopted family, my friends, and everyone else. Like I fully immersed. Like once I figured that out, I was like, no wonder I always felt different. And I spent years building and establishing relationships with Black people, learning more about the culture, educating myself, watching movies that I definitely should have watched growing up, things like that, learning that I didn't have to relax my hair and straighten it all the time. I didn't
connected.
Like it was a lot of like learning to love me as a whole instead of just one part. So I can definitely understand why people may feel a type of way about someone who didn't grow up in the culture, but also it's not impossible to establish a foothold in your culture at a later date or while you're growing up. Like we have access to so much information, and we have access to the best source of information, which is people. You reach out to your community, you learn from them. So I don't see where that disconnect.
Wow. Well, damn. Thanks for sharing, Nolly. I didn't know that you felt that way. I didn't know that you had. And you know, I'll say this, that we don't have to speak on this at length, but I do believe that there is a plight to be shared at some point that we'll delve deeply, and not us, but the world, into the complexities of dealing with mixed backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? And then trying to forge a way forward in a world where you have to kind of decide which world you want to dive into most. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have Black in you, then you know what I'm saying, you're being told you're Black, and you're also being told you're not Black, or Black not Black enough. And then you're like, okay, well, what is Black? And then you learn what Black is from TV and Instagram, and you don't know what necessarily the definition, and when it really is just a matter of genetics. It has nothing to do with where you're born, how you grew up. It's all about the complexion and some of the genetics that deal with, you know. So not to get all shrinking in this bit, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I definitely am glad that you brought that up. I don't know what's gonna happen with Blood and Bone, but I hope that the folks who deserve the flowers get the flowers they deserve. This is a movie. Oh, before we get off of this, just one real quick synopsis, Nolly. For those of us that are not as familiar with Blood and Bone, since you're familiar with the book and the concept, could you just remind us what this project is about?
It follows a young girl on her journey and like self-discovery as she navigates like the complexities of where she is. It's like she's fighting a monarchy. It's a fantasy world that sort of takes place in Nigeria, but all the cities and everything are fake. They're made up. And it has to do with like dark magic and things like that. It is essentially what everyone asks for when we say we need a Black version of Harry Potter or something. And I think it's a good opportunity for us to really support the things that we've been asking for. So everyone on my timeline who's always like, oh, this is like the Black magic that we've been asking for, buy the books, read the books. When the project comes out, go see the movie. Like, we're not going to get more of these things if we don't show up and show out for them. So like, just like we did for Black Panther, we need to show up and show out. I don't mean you gotta wear dashiki prints and shit to the theater, but you could just show up and show out.
I'd be all for cosplaying for this movie. I would totally come up with a witch broom and a hat or whatever. I don't know what it's all about, but man, I love the fact that cosplaying at theaters is becoming a thing. What's up, Ty? Is he frozen?
I just, because Antoine pointed it out, but that's what I was trying to gather. Basically, I was trying to see if the reason the backlash was coming to the director was because when Women King came out, you know, I knew that there was a lot of people that felt like the movie wasn't told accurately because of the way that they were portrayed. But historically they were slave traders. They traded their own people. They traded the tribal people. So there was a lot of inaccuracies that I think that people were complaining about. And I wonder if that was the reason that she was under fire, not so much whether she was Black and had white parents. I think that was what the real reason that she caught the backlash was because of the inaccuracies in the movie. I saw Woman King. I thought it was still phenomenal. I think that Viola Davis killed her role.
Yeah.
Deep was a dang, I wanted to Latasha Lynch was in it. I mean not Latasha Lynch, Lashana Lynch.
And so was our boy from Star Wars.
John Boyega.
John Boy.
So the movie, but the acting was phenomenal. Everything on screen was phenomenal. So if that is what we would get from this director, then I'm very much intrigued. So because I just wonder if that was the real reason why she was under such speculation, was because of the inaccuracies, the historical inaccuracies of the movie.
I don't know. I feel like, unfortunately, because of our history, we're very much on guard, and we look for reasons to distrust anything that comes to us by any source that isn't completely melanated. You know what I'm saying? And in this instance, it's a young lady's past, perhaps. I do still think that there was a actual white writer or director or something closely associated with it that got a lot of this slack. But either way, like at some point, I don't know. I just don't want us to be complete purists because, like I said, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. That's something that we're learning right now. Very much. But it does involve witches and magic and stuff like that. The things that we love in the realm of nerd stuff, which I thought this would be a good time for us to maybe check out a couple other trailers that may not necessarily be mainstream. Some of them may be, but not all. But yeah, just wanted to show y'all a trailer or two, but with a caveat. All right. And we've already discussed this a little bit. So let's go ahead and give this a shot and see if this works. It might be very, very stupid. It might be fun.
So you're gonna have to tell Bad Ty because he wasn't here for that.
Okay, let me explain to Bad Ty what I'm talking about. So Bad Ty, I want to show us some trailers, right?
Okay.
But instead of us doing the usual thing where we see a trailer and then we comment on it and we say, "Oh yeah, that looks good."
Mm-hmm.
The first set of trailers, I want each of us to indicate how we feel about the trailer without using any words. And everybody else has to guess how that person feels almost exactly. It's almost like charades a little bit, but that's what's going to go up. Nolly, you're going to go first. I'll go second, then Yaz, then Ty for this first project. And then I have another one for y'all. The second one has a different caveat, not the silent one. This will be the silent one. Well, let's go ahead and give this one a shot. Let me set this one up for us real quick. I hope this will be a little bit of fun. This first trailer is for a project that isn't getting a lot of buzz right now, but online for the Black Nerds, we are eating it up. It's from a project called The Distinguished. And I understand it's on Roku TV. It seems to have most of the stuff that we like. And here is, I don't know if this is a trailer exactly, but it might be a teaser. So let's see how we feel about it. I'm going to take y'all faces. Nah. Let's see the faces.
Whoa, wait, let me get my popcorn first. You better hurry up then. I'm about to turn this thing on. You know the people been waiting. Waiting for what? Black men, magical powers? Educated black men. Black men in suits. Black men, HBCU. Fantasy. Horror. Magic. Powers. Black. Sci-fi. Turn it on.
All right, I low-key feel like that may have been just a teaser. I don't know if that was enough of a trailer for y'all. I don't know. This might not be a good one to try this out on, but I do want to at least get the raw feelings. So we're going to put Nolly up first. Nolly, don't say a word. Just tell us with your facial expressions what you feel about this project. Okay, all right, okay. All right. She's like, yeah, give me more. And I want it's giving and more, please. And when does it come? And I am intrigued. I'm feeling it. I want this. Give it to me now. How close are we? Are we close? Yes, come through. We got it, man. That's what I'm talking about. You better bring it on. Okay. So we got us.
I actually
so that's not,
I watched it
we
this
got
morning.
All right.
I watched it this morning.
Oh, you watched it already?
Which also, speaking of the distinguished, yes, I am in communication with the writer-director of the novel and the short, and he wants to come on our show with the lead actor. So it's only 16 minutes long because it's a teaser for the novel and what they want to pitch to make the movie. So if you have time, watch it. It is great. And like as soon as it ends, you're like, well, fuck, give me the book or something because I need some more.
Okay,
I love it. All right. So we will watch and book it, whatever date. I don't care if it's a weekday. Let's make it happen. You know what? Here's my reaction.
Okay. I see you. That looks good, y'all. That looks good. I mean, you know, this might be a banger. Y'all never know. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta check this one out, y'all. Okay, we gotta pull up.
That's what it is. Yeah, it's like, all right, it's cool. I'm ready.
HBCU.
Yeah, the HBCU had me. He had me at Black Magic, but then they had said HBCU. It was like, bitch, if you don't pull on up now, all right, come on, Yaz. What you feeling? Okay, what's the facial expressions? What they say? I'm intrigued. All right, looks all right. We feeling it. I might check it out. It look cool. All right. Ty, what's your man? What you say, Ty? What's the face say? All right, whatever. I mean, we'll have to see.
It might be good. It might not. Guess we'll see later.
I might.
Yo, I heard.
You know, I got.
I'll pull up for the 15 minutes.
It better not be in black and white. Is all I know. Yeah, I mean, when can I watch it on the Fire Stick? Is what I want.
Right.
All right, man. Nah, we can't get. All right, I want to do what that would. I don't know if I like that one as much. I want to show y'all a different trailer. This trailer is actually a trailer, but for this one, instead of us answering with our facial expressions, which low key was a little dumb, it didn't work out. It felt better in my head. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why that idea, but this one I want us to answer. But you have to answer how you feel about the trailer using rhymes. You have to rhyme your words somehow, one way or another. We're going to judge you. It ain't got to be a good rhyme, but you got to rhyme your words when you give us your answer. We're going to go down the line. We're going to go backwards this time. Tie to Yaz, to me, to Nolly.
Okay.
All right. And I want you to give us an answer, but you got to rhyme your words, yo. All right, Ty, this should be cake for you, bro. I know you got bars. All right, so let's go ahead and check this out. For those of y'all that are fans of Robert Pattinson and Pedro Pascal, I think this one might be up. Not Pedro Pascal, my bad. Mark Ruffalo. I think this one might be up your alley. So let's go ahead and give it a gander real quick, and y'all tell me what y'all think about it on the other side. So without further ado, go ahead and put this up on the screen right quick. I hope I did this right.
On Earth, nothing was working out, and I wanted to get the hell out of there.
You're applying to be an expendable?
You read through the paperwork.
Yeah. I should have read through it.
That's it. Make deep breaths, fill your lungs. Imagine there's an unknown virus in the air, and you're sucking in every single microscopic particle floating around. All the viruses. So good?
There really was an unknown virus in the air. Lethal one.
See you tomorrow.
Fellow pioneers, almost every single one of you will be remembered throughout history.
They made me work my ass off, giving me one shitty mission after another.
You're an expendable. You're here to be expended.
Every time I died, they just printed me out again. Everyone asked, what's it feel like to die? The ship was filled with mostly dickheads. But Nasha, she's always loved me. That's when everything changed. Multiple. In the case of multiples, we exterminate every individual.
Which body goes first? One at a time is twice the fun.
You don't look like you're printed out. You're just a person.
It's not your fault. This is a fight to the death.
The simple fact is, we're in a state of war. And our survival is in the balance.
I got a job to do.
Mickey Barnes, fighting right to the end.
My great gift to mankind. Are you afraid to die? This time I wasn't scared.
All righty.
On Earth, nothing was working out.
So up first is Bad Ty. Bad Ty, go ahead and drop them bars and let us know how you felt about this preview, home. Why?
Oh man, let me see what I got. Let me see what I got for the people. Let me see. I'm gonna just keep it real simple. Yeah, I don't get no beat or nothing. All right.
Oh.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Let me see. Yo, Bad Ty here with the tape. Robert Pattinson in another movie. How can I hate?
Hey,
I mean, look, they in outer space. I mean, we got a black woman and the Hulk. This shit should be outer space. Let's go. Let's go. That's it.
Hey, I don't know if you told us how you felt about the movie, but I like the bar.
I mean, hey, look. I did. I said, look, another movie with Robin Pattinson. How can I hate? You know, a black woman. No, look, the black woman and the Hulk. They in outer space. Like, let's go.
This is
let's
go,
yo. Man.
Bars. I'm gonna give them bars. Comment section. Give me the flames. Chat. Give me the flames. What y'all rate the Tide rating? What are we rating Tide's bars, y'all? 1 to 10. Give me a rate. Yazzie, you up next. Yazzie, go ahead and drop them bars on us. Yazzie, you know you got flames. Come on, dígame.
Okay. This movie looks nuts to butts. I'm not cool with outer space.
Oh my God. Yo, what are we rating? What are we rating?
Mine was bad. I don't rhyme.
She just wanted to say nuts to butts. She's like, I know something that rhymes. Nuts to butts. Yo, Andrea gave you a 4.
That's my mom. That's my mom. My mom.
Thanks, Mom. Appreciate you.
That's your mom. That's
my mom.
That's your mom. Yo, Mom gave you an 8 time. Yo, Mom gave you an 8.
That's all I wanted. Thanks, Mom.
Mom didn't even give you the whole damn pack, bro. What's up? What's up, Mrs. Bad Ty? Yo, hey, she's like, hey, Mom. All right, watch. I bet you Ty act real on his best behavior from this point on. We should stop and have a word of prayer real quick. Just to make sure we are on the same pace. All right, yo, Mike, I can't tell whether or not that's for Ty or for Yaz.
That was for Ty. Mine was
for Ty, you think? All right, fine.
Mine was, okay, and then laugh.
Oh, yeah, okay, all right. He's like, oh. Yeah, that was something. All right, cool. All right. Damn, I didn't even give this no thought. I didn't thought about what I'm gonna do.
Go ahead. Your turn, Nolly.
Okay. No, that's my turn. I go. Nolly's last. Nolly's like, you can't opt out, Nolly. Come on, man. We all for one.
I did it. I got a 4. Mama said I got a 4. As long as you get better than a 4, you good.
All right. Yo, Robert Pat, better as a bat, but he in space now. I think I like that. Yeah, it's better than a park. I like it when it's less white and most of it is dark. and they invincibly trying to give me multiplicity. And Garoppolo, he gonna get beat just like the Eagles in Buffalo. I don't think the Eagles played the Buffalo Bills.
You're like a little kid that like just like literally like did something for the first time and is so proud of themselves. It was great.
You got that right, bro. That shit was fire, man. I'm giving myself applause, man. I killed that shit, bro. And it was the right answer at the same
Mama
time.
gave you a 9, so you beat tired.
Hey, she gave her a stop. Pull up, bro. Yo,
we know she don't choose favorites in this house.
Hey yo, a rhyme and I rip and I rhyme. See on trees, smoke trees, I don't climb. What you want, some you want, lemon, want lime. You can ask me, cause I ain't got time. Pull on up, boy, let's get it. I don't got to talk shit, cause I live it.
Hey.
I'm sorry, my bad.
You guys Saturday rap gang with Vince.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry. Have I told you about my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? Let me say. I got parental trauma. All right, it's Nolly. Go ahead and bust a
Sorry, I'm a little distracted playing World of Warcraft, but I'd like to watch the movie with Robert Pattinson on the spacecraft.
Fun, yo. She would like to watch the movie with Robert Pattinson on the spacecraft. What?
Wow, she did it, bro.
And she did that.
She did it. Killed it.
You know how like you get the reward cards when you go places? I'm just gonna punch another hole in my black card.
All right, yo. In all seriousness, now that we kind of we barred it out, are we liking the trailer? How many of y'all would go see it based on what we just saw? I mean, and when I say go see it, I mean what I said. I don't mean how many of you would watch it on streaming. I mean, like, would you get up out of your house and leave and go to a theater and see it?
Maybe.
I want to go see it.
Yeah.
Ty, you're the.
I mean, my answer will always be the best theater I know is right here in my living room. But I mean, so I feel like I'm answering it honestly. Yes, I'm going to the theater. It's just not the one that you guys will be at.
Yeah, he just ain't gonna get COVID when he goes.
I'm always there.
All right. I'm not mad. All right. So
I definitely would watch it.
Nolly, you feel the same way?
Yeah, I want to see it. I have to get over the voice that he's using, but I want to see it.
I have to get over his haircut. What is with that bowl cut?
He's doing his best.
He can't look. He's not.
They don't have
he's not. He's no longer team. What was it? Jacob and what was the other one?
Thank God.
Don't do that.
Team,
don't bring that up.
Edward.
Don't bring that.
Edward. Yeah, Team Edward. Yeah. Team Edward no more.
I thought Twilight was dead.
Listen, I've never caped for Robert Pattinson. Like I don't know. As an actor, I'm not. He's not my favorite. But I mean, this movie, I would go see it because of like the whole plot to this movie sounds fucking nuts.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
It does sound crazy.
I don't even like space. I'm gonna go see this shit. Like I'm terrified of space for all the reasons why his ass is used as a fucking expendable.
Okay. All right. Well,
no, I mean, it's the ocean. I see
like space.
You said what?
The ocean is like space.
Nah.
Nah. I mean,
just because we have octopuses and they like
shit we don't know.
Yeah, she's not wrong.
She's not wrong, but I'm not going into those parts though, or trying to go into those parts where we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to discover a whole new, ecosystem and shit, and if we could live on it. So like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like it's in the ocean. We know there's animals in that bitch. You can go on a cruise ship. We good. Okay? You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to space where I have to depend on a fucking helmet and a suit to keep me safe, and one little scratch can fucking kill me. Hell no. No, y'all tripping with that space shit. That's all I'm saying. No.
All right.
I'm gonna stay on our dying Earth. Y'all can go to space.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Well, I have a different type of trailer for y'all to end our little trailer segment real quick. And I'm wondering for this one if we should do the rhymes or the faces. I don't know. I like the rhymes. Dang, I've never seen a blank comment before. Yo, Mom somehow gave us a comment. Like, what? I don't even know what that means.
My mother always says, if you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say anything at all.
Like, I've never seen a blank comment.
Was that her response to Nolly's rhyme? She gave me a 4. She gave you nothing, Nolly.
I love Mom. Y'all, I'm so glad you're here. Don't go to it. And it's from a great director. Thanks, Ed, man. Ed always stays with the tidbits, man. Appreciate it. Don't get Yaz started, Harmony. I don't think you've met my friend Yaz. She don't give a damn about who it is, especially her mom. She done called her mom. But hold that down, because Mother Day is coming.
Why you make me sound like I'm a bad person? Okay. First of all, I'm an adult now. Okay, so my mom and I are friends. We respect each other on a whole nother level. Okay, so that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother day.
Yaz is literally the little white girl from the show Shrinking. Like she comes, like they have this weird open relation. I mean, not open, but just completely me and Austin couldn't get it up today type thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she could just go say things to her mom. Like, I don't know why, but he just won't finish. You know what I'm saying? Like they can talk about all kinds of, sorry, my bad. I forgot. Mom, don't pay attention to the man on the screen right now. Let's move on to other things that are less vulgar. How about that? I am going to give y'all one more trailer, and this is a sneak trailer. Y'all ain't seen it, heard it. Y'all ain't never heard about this movie probably, and that's how I wanted it to be. But I want y'all to give me your honest, 100% honest opinion on it. So, without further ado, let's see if we can set this up, and y'all go ahead and give me your actual feelings. I need to download my drum. I need to re-download my drum roll.
Pickles, saddle up.
I just want to catch
Where
a
is it?
ball
Is it not playing?
or get a hit.
This is good because it's high stakes, and that's the kind
Where's
we
the
like.
music? Don't tell me this is a video. Don't tell me this don't got no music. Don't tell me this. Don't tell me this trailer ain't got no sound on it.
Well, we hear the sound.
I was gonna say we hear. We just hear you screaming over it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't hear it.
Pickles, saddle
Oh, I
up.
know why I
I
can't
just
hear it.
want
All
to
right.
catch a ball.
Sorry, I'm gonna start this over, guys. My bad about
This is
that. I made it
good, 'cause
weird,
it's high
but we'll
stakes.
start it over in 3, 2.
Pickles, saddle up.
I just want to catch a ball or get a hit.
This is good because it's high stakes, and that's the kind we like.
That's my baby! Did you see it?
Every week it's the same.
Oh,
She's
no,
a mediocre catcher. And
You got this, though.
Yeah, you got this!
Okay. We don't got this. Go back. Back some more. Go, pick up.
All right, now that you've seen the trailer, I'm gonna put your face on the screen, and we're gonna let the comment section this time determine what you're trying to say with your face about the trailer. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna start in the middle this time. You're gonna start with Yaz, because I'm looking at her face right now and I can't tell what it means. So comments only. New Blurred Order, we can't talk. Let the comments speak for us. So, Yaz, with your face and face only, tell us how you feel about this here project, Yaz. No. Okay. All right. What's the comments say? Comments. What's she saying? Comments. Chat. What's she saying? What is she saying, chat? Okay. Thus far, I've got no comments. So, okay. Mom says she like, all right, what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's cute or whatever. All right. She says like, I mean, it's all right. Hey, it doesn't count, and if you just put up an emoji, that doesn't count. You can't just Mike and Ed are in the same house. You can't just put the same emoji up. All right, she says not bad. All right. Amy says blah. Okay, blah seems all right. Man, Smokey One Kenobi, I love that name. I need to give you my home address, and you need to find me in like 30 minutes. Yes, and I'm getting take it or leave it. Maybe not. All right, I like it. Okay,
Comment section on fire. Y'all all right. Even with your facial expressions.
All of them right? Yeah, you said all of them right?
All of them right.
All right, well done. Next on the docket is bad tie, especially since Mom Dukes is in the room. Bad tie with your face and face only, bro. I want you to tell us how you felt about this here project, homeboy. Let me see what you're thinking, bruh. All right, what the comments saying? All right, Antoine. Yo, Mike says he's like, eh. All right, Harmony is like, meh. All right. Smokey, I can't tell if you just laughing or if you laughing at his face or if that's what he looks like. He's like, yo, Antoine got it perfect. He said he's like, nah, son. Yo, okay, he thinking that's random. All right. Won't even drag the kid. Wow, is that what that face? Whoa, is that it? That's the one time? That's the one? Oh, snap, we got a winner. Somebody got the right answer in this. Okay, won't even drag the kid. That's crazy. Damn, I didn't know it was that bad. Okay, let's see if Nolly will be willing to give us a face. Nolly, are you down for the face game? Okay, we're going to play the face game with Nolly one more time. So let's go ahead and see. Nolly, just with your face and your face only. How did you feel about the trailer we just watched? All right, starting now, 12:02. Comments. What's the chat say? Okay, yeah. Harmony says the audacity. Look, let me know when we got the right comment, Nolly. All right. The fuck this thing.
Carrie right there. Carrie.
That's it right there. Hold on, here's another one. Ew. No, that's too much. Okay.
No, so if you like it, I love it.
Oh, that's the one. Okay. Oh, so we got this one right here. So, yo, we got a winner for Nolly, yo. It is. Hold on, man. It can't be Newborn. That's us. Yo, I guess we know Nolly, yo. That's what I'm talking about, bro. How did that happen? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's the correct answer. Well done. All right. Here's my face, and I'm sorry about it in advance. I can't help it. I was born this way. All right. So how you feel, Vince, about the movie thing that or the show click, whatever thing is that we just saw? Give us your true feelings on your face.
He's third personing right now. Let him be. Okay,
I guess. Yeah, sure. This is what we doing.
Like,
this is what we spending money on. Has Pixar run out of material?
He's like, it's baseball. I'll pull up just because it's got baseball in it. That's the only reason why.
Like basketball.
Come on, comments. Come on. Somebody do the comments for me. I can't do it while I can't.
All right, I might see. Can't wait till everybody leaves so I can watch it alone. I'll peep it. I would go see that. Not bad. Well, yeah. Somebody farted and it stank. I never could read a lady's face. That's the winner. That's the winner.
I'm fucking done. And 12. What the fuck? Oh my god.
That's what we doing. That's what we doing now. For real. I'm a lady. I'm so pretty. Oh, so pretty.
Look, this is what mom had to say about you being a lady.
Hold on.
No comment.
Go ahead. Yo, save that comment. Put a star on that. I want to reuse that, bro. That comment is I love that comment, bro.
Oh,
you know all right. I wish I got a refund. I ain't got a refund since I was like 20, bro. All right. But the ladies' face shit wins, even though it's completely inaccurate because I'm a whole man. I am a boy, Damon. Yeah, no, you are wrong, and you got me wrong. I didn't even make the squid face, man. But in all honesty, my comment would have been Yaz's, where she was like, yeah, well, it's got baseball, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I was feeling, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, I mean, there's baseball in it, and I'm a huge baseball fan, and so I'll peep it because of that. And I mean, you know, it's given. I love Sandlot. All right, I love one of my favorite Boondocks episodes was when they played kickball. You know what I'm saying? So this to me gives me that type of vibe, and for that, I could check it out. Would I run to the theater? No, but thank God this is a series. So I would definitely pull up, maybe not on premiere day, but I probably would catch it sometime within the season before. You know what I'm saying? Yes, man.
The first 8 minutes, catch him. He's gonna watch the whole thing though.
Yo, I'll watch it, man. I'll watch. Okay, so oh man. Yo, but the winner of this contest goes, in my opinion, to none other than one Andrea Stevenson, who pulled up and gave us a blank comment, rated us all to the gods, and then is gonna probably call son afterwards, be like, you know what, that wasn't so bad, son. I like what you did there. I'm glad you didn't say none of them bad words that that man said. That was cool, man. Well, look, there's plenty. Oh, I had one more. You know what? We ain't got time to go on another subject, so we'll just save it for another time. As a matter of fact, you know what? We do have an after room if y'all are willing to pull up. I don't know yet, so if y'all want, maybe pull up to the YouTube afterwards. We're gonna stop at the 2-hour mark for now and go forward. But yeah, we might do some other stuff afterwards, so keep a lookout. And by the way, if you have yet to subscribe to our YouTube page, you legit are hating on us right now. Like, and why would you do that? Like, subscribe to the YouTube. Shout out to do your thing, bro.
Yeah. First and foremost, the comment section, y'all have been on fuego today. I mean, goodness, like we couldn't have asked for more comments and a better conversation being had. But again, you know what we want. We want y'all to subscribe. We want y'all to share. We want y'all to like. And not only do that, but tell a friend and tell a friend, man. Bring them in. You know what I mean? Because we need it. We need the love. And we want to keep doing what y'all love and what we love to do. So thank you, everyone, again. And until next week.
Yeah, till next week, man. We back. And Nolly's special guests will be here so that we can talk about cosplay. I myself will dress up. Maybe. So pull up to see how I dress up.
Oh, we're doing that? Oh.
I'm doing it. Yes, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
I got you. I'll do it with you. So you ain't by yourself.
Sister.
I got you.
Sister right there. When I tell you we cosplay, bro, and sister.
Got you.
So yeah, shout out to that. And hopefully Blood and Bone Writers or whoever the distinguished will pull up on us as well. I want to take a couple moments to shout out our family, specifically our homeboy Anthony, who has given us his grace and was joining us on Saturdays and has been allowing us to come on this podcast on Mondays and talk with us, booked guests for us and did a whole bunch of things, sent us merch and goodies and stuff and helped us send stuff to Mike Onassis. I know you got that stuff, Mike Onassis. And it's just put us on to so many dope things, bro. I don't know if we've told you to your face or not, but we sincerely appreciate all that you brought, your energy, everything that you've done to kind of, you know, join into our little nerd family here, bro. We sincerely appreciate all and hope to grow with you even more in 2025. Also, shout out to our other co-stars in 2024. You know, the homie Omar, Tippy, them that showed up. Tyrone, still a homeboy. And Stephanie, you still on the docket, even if it's just once a month. But for all of y'all that's in the crowd, specifically those that are watching on Comedy Hub, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram, go ahead and be your authentic self. Because if you ain't being yourself, guess what? You're being fake. And all things, if you a geek, go ahead, let that geek flag fly. New outro. Enjoy.